Goodbye, Colorado.
See you in about 6 months.
See you in 6 months. It's been good.
Oh, what the hell?
Ready to leave.
Welcome everybody. I'm Steve.
I'm Kaylee, and we are exploring outside the 303. Where we left off last, we were in Grand Junction. We were headed back to Colorado for my aunt's wedding and to do a few other little things. So while we were in Colorado, the last night before we left on our 6-month journey, we had some sad news. We ended up having to put one of our dogs down, Onyx, and he was perfectly fine, and then like 3 days before, he just started acting weird.
Yeah, 3 to 4 days before, he was just kind of like, man, he just laid around, he wouldn't eat, he wouldn't do anything. So we took him to the vet.
Yeah.
The night before we were supposed to leave for Santé Fe.
Yeah, at like 4 in the afternoon. And so they immediately took some blood work, found out his spleen had ruptured, and he had some other issues. His stomach was really bloated, and he was 10 years old, and so they had told us that they could do surgery. They couldn't do it, but we'd have to refer to somebody else. And just with his age and the way his physical body was, they just didn't know if he'd make it through. And so sadly, we had to put our baby down, which was really hard. He was our first. He was our first baby.
He was our first fur baby.
And that was a really sad note to leave. And we headed towards New Mexico. We're gonna spend a whole month in New Mexico, and the first spot was Santé Fe.
No, Santé Fe.
And so we drove. I think it was about 6 hours that it took us to get down there, and it was nice weather. It was really a fun trip. Pretty quick.
Actually, it was pretty nice the whole way.
Yeah. And so we went and toured downtown Santé Fe. If you haven't been, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It is like this, well, I think a lot of Santé Fe is just very artsy, and so it was really cool just to walk around and see all
the markets and just the food and the people and the churches down there were gorgeous.
Yeah, my sister had recommended seeing the Church of Loretto. It's right in downtown Santé Fe, and it's beautiful.
It's gorgeous. It was gorgeous. So,
yeah.
It's a church, so there was a lot of people there that were taking pictures, and it was a very touristy kind of spot since it wasn't a weekend, or was it a weekend? I don't remember. But yeah, it was gorgeous. Just kind of walk through and just take your time and look at everything.
We had kind of just hit all these different little like street vendors after we went to that church, and it was just fun to see, all the different items they had for sale. We bought the softest blankets we have ever had.
I thought we were going to get out without spending money at a market.
No way.
Until the kids and the wife touched the 2 blankets. And that was it.
We really should have bought 4 blankets. We only bought 2, and they are just wonderful.
They're used every day.
We love those blankets. And then we were, so as we were walking around, we love Mexican food, and so we had done some research and knew that Santé Fe was really popular with their food choices, kind of like a foodie area.
Well, we like Colorado Mexican, which is different than most.
Yeah, a little bit different, but it was really fun. And so we'd eaten a late lunch that day, so we weren't really hungry and we didn't want to have to do like a big sit-down dinner. And so we ended up going to this little hole in the wall, and Steve had, what was it?
Oh, I had a world famous Frito Pie. World famous Frito Pie. I literally, like, this is a hole in the wall, like, it's a market with a little serving counter. We caught him like 10 minutes before they closed.
Yeah.
And so he whipped up the Frito Pie, and he What'd you get? Green chili stew.
Green chili stew.
Oh.
I've never had green chili stew. I have to make it. It is so good. It is like so
it was
delicious.
Good.
And oh my gosh. The place we stayed at in Santa Fe, we actually ended up running into 2 other full-time families. And so that was kind of fun. So first, because we were going on a 6-month journey where we're not going to be back in Colorado for 6 months. So this was like our first spot and our you know, in this long journey of just meeting other people. We met a family. There's 12 of them. They have 10 kids, and they were awesome.
They were great.
So fun to hang out with and talk to. And they had just launched like the week before too. So
Yeah, and they were from Texas.
I'm from Texas.
So they were getting to know how they were going to react, and so were we. So it was great to sit down with 2 newbies to the whole full-time thing.
Right. We also, of course, when you go to Santa Fe, you have to do Meow Wolf. So we had never done Meow Wolf before. Like we had researched it and talked to family members, and everybody just raved about it. And so we bought tickets online for like this specific slotted time.
Yeah.
And then we went and just checked it out.
I know.
Feels nice and cool in here. Oh, look at your hat.
This is from Black Mirror.
Yeah.
No, that's interesting.
So many things about Meow Wolf that you see pictures and all this other stuff online.
Well, first you got
It's the main reason they kind of have it is because of the different artwork, but also when you first go in, you walk into a house, and it's actually a mystery of where the family went. So you could spend hours just trying to solve the mystery on where the family went and how they disappeared and stuff like that. So I think if we go again, I would spend my time doing that, maybe not as much as the kids would, but I would probably enjoy that more than just kind of randomly walking through the rest of it.
Yeah, I think for the first time, at least, because again, we really did, like we had known a little bit about it, so I was more interested just to get the experience of it. It's
Yeah.
like, you know, like this room's all black and white, and this one you have to hit the masks to sing different songs or different noises, and like just kind of getting your head wrapped around all the different artists and the different rooms and themes of rooms was really cool. And then how it plays into the bigger mystery. Of that family was really interesting too. We hung out in Santa Fe for 4 days, and then next we head over to Albuquerque to do the Balloon Fiesta, which is awesome. We have never done it. It's a first time experience for us, and my mom and stepdad and sister are coming down to join us to experience it as well. So until next time, guys, we'll catch you later.
All right, hit that subscribe.